Hello, my name is Ethan Starwalt, and I'm doing an informative speech about depression. I think most of the time depression is used as to them just being sad, but I think more of the time it can be different in different ways. Because being sad is a short thing and it makes people feel down, but they can easily overcome being sad, which it could be hanging out with friends, going out, making them feel better, smile. But depression is more than just being sad, and it can be more difficult to explain depending on what happened or what's going on. Depression affects more than 23 million Americans every year and 350 million globally. That is the most common brain disease in the United States. 1 in 10 American adults claim to have the illness and is most found in adults between the ages of 55 and 65, but still can be affected of all ages. But I think the most common is for teenagers, in my opinion, because it depends on what's going on in their family, and it can be caused by a breakup, a family member who died or anything, or you've been hurt in a way by your family, and it's a bunch of different ways that depression can lead towards or can go into it. Many people that go through depression choose to not to talk about it due to the fact that they're not wanting people to view them as weak or less, and some simply rather not to talk about it because of the fear of being embarrassed. I don't think that they should feel embarrassed about it because everyone shows emotions. You're not perfect, and whoever says that you can't cry or that you're weak in a way, don't listen to them. Everyone cries, and showing emotion, and you basically, if you show emotions, that makes me think you're human. Because if you don't cry, you're not, because that's just weird, and nobody should tell you that you're less than them because you cry, because that's not right. And another way that that you can be that causes depression was once thought as a was once thought as simply the lack of serotonin, the feel good hormone, in which people call it, but scientists have also discovered that it could be due to having small hippocampuses, the part of the brain that is used for memory and emotions. And so, in which I think that it's caused by memory and emotions because you're always thinking of what happened. May that be a breakup, you always think on what you could have did better and what happened in the relationship. Because you're always constantly thinking and thinking of what you could have done, what you could have done better, or the memories y'all have had because you were thinking that they were the one for you. But some some things can be considered when if they have depression, you need to look for habits if you're trying to help them. Do things that they used to enjoy because that can help in a way, but if they don't, just try to be there for them and always show that you care and they can talk to you or you can talk to them and they don't need to feel alone in it. But sometimes people try to people that have depression try to hide it by becoming overly a happy person on the outside, but it's always good to ask and make sure. What I'm saying is people people can have depression even if they look happy in a way. So if they have a face that they're putting on a face to make them look like they don't have it. So they're always happy and trying to help others. And when they get home, they're always wanting to eat, sleep, wake up, then they always eat, sleep, and drink water or even lean to alcohol. Or they can lean to drugs to make them not feel sad in a way of relief so they can stop feeling the hurt in their heart. And what I want to do is to try to reach out to the people and get some help for them and make sure that they're not alone in it because you're not. And ways you can do it is lean to friends, your family, or even to God. Because God, He doesn't judge you. And going to church helps out a bunch. Because if you give it to God, He will heal you. But you have to know it takes time. It's a process. And if you don't want to lean to a process, just surround yourself with your family and friends. Because they definitely care about you and they're always going to be there for you. And if they judge you, those aren't your real friends. Surround yourself with the people that care about you the most. Because those people you need to have in your life because they'll care about you the most. And that is my informative speech over depression.